Hello and welcome to my Deadman Mode fishing guide. Today I'm going to show you guys how to successfully fish in Deadman Mode without really having too much trouble. So, starting off, you're going to want to go into a spot that is fairly decent for fishing. Right here I'm showing you in the Lumbridge Swamp about, just a couple of steps south, you can find a pretty good area to fish that's in a safe spot. And you can do this until you're a high enough level to move on. For example, you can move on to fly fishing here, which is possibly one of the best experience rates in the game right now. So moving on to fly fishing after you're done with shrimp fishing is probably the best way to do it. And right next to the Lumbridge River, that is the perfect place to fish. There's also another spot that I'm going to show you in a second here too, which is right next to Sears Village. Right north of the bank, there is some fishing spots that are kind of along the lake there, kind of close to the maple trees too. It's a fairly good spot. You're right next to a safe spot, so you can run there as soon as you need to. It's a lot closer of a bank than Lumbridge is too. So if you are able to get over here, I would almost suggest getting over here because most of your fishing trips are going to be surrounded about this area now. So let's just say that you just finished fly fishing or you just finished shrimp fishing and you're ready to move on to bigger and better things. The best area to go to, in my opinion, is Catherby. Catherby has all the fishing spots that you would ever need. It has shark spots, it has cage spots, it has harpoon spots. But the problem is as you see on my screen, there are a lot of PKers. That island right there is a particularly famous spot for PKers to go and just kind of rag on players. So if you come to this location, know that you will not be able to be 100% AFK. You do need to watch the screen. You do need to be careful of PKers because, as we all know, if you die, you lose your fish, and then you lose a lot of money. When I started, I immediately went for fishing, and I made about, say, 250 to 300 gold pieces per lobster. So it's definitely a good, worth it adventure. And if you manage to get to shark, you can sell those for easily 1k plus. It's a very good investment, and it's definitely something that you guys want to consider. However, as I said, you guys want to be careful of the map. As you can see here, I'm going to show you exactly where you can fish in Catherby. You can go over the White Wolf Mountain if you want to. It's kind of clear if you go around it. Know that it is a multi-zone, so clans might be waiting for you there. You can also take the ports. But on the first day, there was a significant problem with people on Port Sarum killing people, so you would never be able to get over there in time. I myself tried to use my gold from the Barbarian Stronghold and try to get over there, but I ended up dying, losing about 5k, so it wasn't a very worth it adventure, and you guys should definitely be careful of that. Another location that you guys could try, which is relatively safe, it is much safer than Catherby, because it is right next to a safe zone. In fact, you only have to walk maybe 5 or 6 steps before you're at a safe zone. And this is for shark fishing, this is for lobster fishing, this is for, swordfish fishing as well. And that is, of course, by Rellecta. If you go to Rellecta, which is a safe spot, by the way, there are a couple fishing spots along the ports. You can fish there, and while you might think that there isn't a bank, there actually is. If you do the frenetic trials and you don't complete the quest, you can use the deposit box for one of the guys there that you're supposed to do a trial for. All you have to do is you have to just drop the thing that you're fishing with, like for instance I'm using a cage for lobster fishing. All you have to do is go over to him, drop the cage, and then you can go ahead and continue with whatever you're doing. It's definitely a worth it adventure. I think you guys should definitely consider it because you could definitely fish here as long as you need to. This spot is a lot more AFKable. The last spot that I'm going to show you guys is obviously the Fishing Guild. The Fishing Guild is the greatest place that you could get to. Once again, PKers are likely to be there. Why? Because the Fishing Guild simply isn't a safe spot. The bank isn't a safe spot either, so I don't think going to the bank is going to be a safe spot. As you can see here, there's a 5 key here. He is just looking to prey on people that are fishing. I decided to record him doing what he's doing, but it was rather interesting to see. He has 5 keys. He probably has a lot of fish. So the Fishing Guild, I've been at the Fishing Guild for maybe the last couple days now. I've seen maybe 1 or 2 PKers, but if there are PKers, they're pretty good at what they do. So you gotta be careful when you do it. There's a lot of escape routes from this. You can obviously just run south towards Artie, or you can run towards the Gnome Stronghold. There's a lot of places that you can run. So as long as you don't get frozen, you don't get binded, you don't get anything that will stop you from moving, you should be able to make a proper escape. Thank you guys for watching. This is my fishing guild for Deadman mode. I hope you guys enjoyed it. This kind of shows you a bunch of spots that you can't go to that you can trade at. And I think it is very imperative that you get fishing up. Because if you get fishing up, you have food, you have a lot of things that will allow you to trade. That is why I went for fishing first. Thank you guys for watching, and have a good day.